Two people start the same service business, same city, same demand, same opportunity. One crosses $100,000 in revenue, the other burns out and quits. The difference isn't luck, it's not timing, and it's definitely not talent. It comes down to a few decisions made early. And today, I'm breaking down why these 10 100K service businesses succeeded while others failed. We get to see thousands of service businesses every year across different cities and stages. After a while, patterns become impossible to ignore. So for this video, we pulled 10 real service businesses that crossed six figures in revenue and looked for one thing in common. What did they all do differently? This isn't about their names, logos, or backstories. It's about the behaviors they shared. These were local, reoccurring service businesses, things like cleaning, laundry services, pet grooming, and other home services that people already pay for. But the specific industry didn't matter nearly as much as how they ran the business. That's where real differences showed up. The first thing every one of these businesses did was boring, and that was on purpose. They didn't chase trends, they didn't invent new services, they didn't try to educate the market. They picked services people already needed and already paid for. Businesses fail when demand has to be created. They succeeded because demand already existed. The second major difference was how they structured their offers. The businesses that stalled relied on one-time jobs. The ones that crossed 100K built repeat work early, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, frequency discounts. Reoccurring revenue creates predictable outcomes, and that is exactly what allows a business to scale past hustle mode. Here's a hard truth most owners learn too late. You don't scale by being the best worker in your business. Every one of these businesses hired sooner than they felt comfortable. They delegated before everything was perfect, and they shifted their focus to sales, systems, and customer experience. The ones that failed tried to do everything themselves and burned out. None of these businesses waited for perfect branding. None waited for the perfect website. None waited until they were confident. They launched with simple offers, clear pricing, and a willingness to improve later. Momentum beats perfection every single time. Another key difference was what they didn't track. They didn't obsess over every metric. They didn't drown in dashboards. They focused on a few core numbers: bookings coming in, revenue per customer, repeat rate. That's it. They made decisions based on reality, not vibes. The final difference was mindset. These owners didn't treat their businesses like a temporary side hustle. They reinvested early. They built systems. They were thinking long term. The ones that failed treated it like something optional, and it stayed small. Different people, different cities, different starting points, same behaviors. That's why these 10 businesses crossed 100K while others struggled. Not because they were special, but because they focused on fundamentals that most people ignore. If you're starting a business or trying to get unstuck, don't chase hacks, Focus on boring demand, reoccurring revenue, simple systems. That's how a real service business scales.